A family sitting next to me in a restaurant is so disconnected from each other. Not much talking going on. The dad and two daughters have their cell phones out. The mom doesn't have one or chooses to leave it put away. She stares out the window, sad and alone in the company of her family. Dad looks up every so often to announce some obscure piece of information that he's found online. Twice he goes on about fish that were caught, but no one pays him any attention. I'm saddened by the use of technology in society today. This has never happened before, and I doubt we've even scratched the surface of the social impact of this new experience. Despite the obvious benefits that technology gives society, the social and physical implications are slowly revealing themselves. Technology is often used as a way to signal unapproachability or busyness to strangers, while simultaneously splitting the attention between those who you're with and those who you're not. Families today typically tend to be more disconnected than ever. Sometimes I personally need the reminder to put the technology down because it's an addiction that can hurt me and my family in the long run, even if I don't realize it right now. So that's what I'm here to do today, is to give everyone a reminder of why technology use in the home should be reduced. We're going to take a look at what all sources of technology is being abused. We're going to look at who's being affected. And lastly, we're going to take a look into the ways that we can fix technology abuse in our own homes. Most families today use televisions, cell phones, computers, tablets, and gaming consoles in their home. According to Teen Health and Media, Americans spend about 1/3 of their free time in front of the TV. If just 1/3 of our free time is being spent in front of the TV, what other priorities are being overlooked in our lives and with our families? What about the times that we're trying to have important conversations with our children and our phones go off or their phones go off? Imagine the home that requires chores to be done, but we can't get our children away from the computers or off the gaming consoles. Naturally, there's much more going on in our families and in our homes than just these things that are affected by technology. However, children both are seeing the effects of technology use in the home. The most detrimental of these outcomes is that technology usage being used excessively in the home can distract from spiritual growth. RealRundown.com tells us that by the age of 18, a teenager has seen 360,000 commercials, 100,000 of which are advertisements for beer. Similarly, sex, crime, and violence are frequently depicted on the television and may have negative impacts on impressionable children as well as adults. Along with these examples, we know that excessive technology use in the home encourages violent behavior, and it can take away from interpersonal communication between family members. As parents and children cling to social media, they are less likely to be concerned with what is happening in the home and more concerned with what is happening outside of the home. This can lead to feelings of insecurity, sadness, and coveting. Furthermore, the use of technology encourages secrecy and unnecessary privacy in our lives. There is then more opportunity for the adversary to be involved, to influence us to be involved in the things that we should not be involved in and that we might not actually be involved in if we didn't have privacy. One last point that I'd like to make is that excessive technology is not always good for our health. As we have our eyes fixated on screens on the majority of our days, whether it be computers, tablets, cell phones, we are more likely to experience trouble with our eyes. Furthermore, it's common to mindlessly snack as we watch TV or work on our computers. As we spend a lot of time in front of these devices, we are less likely to be physically active. As children and some adults spend much time playing gaming consoles, they often miss the benefits of physical activity. Understanding some of the ways that technology use in the home can affect our homes and our relationships, it is our job to fix it before too late. How are we going to fix it, though? One important step that we can all take is to limit technology usage in the home by setting limits for ourselves and our children. We have to focus our time and give time limits on the things that are important as opposed to the things that aren't important. If we can limit technology use in the home so that we're able to focus on those important values, we can set goals and reach them with our families. Limitations on technology allow us to work together as a family and put our families as priority in our lives. Another step that we can take to limit the repercussions of technology in our homes is to minimize access to technology. By allowing our children to have free range of technology, they naturally create unhealthy habits and addictions to which it can have damaging repercussions. Similarly, we too can set parental controls and blocks which disable children and adults from easily being able to access material that should otherwise be avoided. It too helps to minimize the potential of accidentally coming across something that is harmful. Imagine the world that we could create if we disconnected ourselves and our children from technology. It is up to you to make a change in your own home. It is up to you to make technology time less frequent and family time more frequent and a priority. It is up to you to take frequent evaluations of your family to help monitor the use of technology in your home. President Ballard stated, "We all need time to ask ourselves questions or to have a regular personal interview with ourselves. We are often so busy and the world is so loud that it is difficult to hear the heavenly words, 'Be still and know that I am God.'" If we can each diffuse technology use in our homes, imagine the world that we could create. Just each of your small changes has the potential to change the new normal in generations of lives. If the technology in our lives is too loud, we are not able to have a family that is centered on the gospel of Jesus Christ. We must take a stand against technology and get our families back.